Okay, so here we are. It's all hitched up, ready to go. We already checked the brake lights and the tail lights and checked the power. Everything's battened down. Car is ready to go. I'm estimating we put about another 300 pounds in there with the canopy and the chairs and the food we're bringing. Pulling it out of the garage, I couldn't really tell the difference of when it was empty. Of course, I've only driven it once. Anyways, see you guys in a bit. Okay, so here we are. We're at Picacho Peak. It took us about an hour to get here, and it's desert, and I knew that. I live in Arizona, but let me tell you what, it could not be a more beautiful day. It's probably 69, 70 degrees out. The vehicle towed the trailer pretty well, and we have it all set up already. First run. Don't look in the room, it's all dirty. There's my girl right there eating. Hi, babe. Anyways, we thought we'd try this. We'd put a canopy up. It seems to work pretty well. I do need to secure it down. I did bring some paracord to secure it down in case the wind kicks up. It's a little tight in here already. It already looks lived in, and we've only had it open for 5 minutes. But anyways, here's the camp. Got a Ramada and a fire pit over there. Comes with shore power, no water, but we did bring 5 gallons of water inside the little guy. Okay, talk to you later, bye. We are wrapping up our first night camping in our little guy Tag XL Max. And I've already done a previous video when we first got it. Anyways, this is our first night, and I want to go over a couple things that really didn't quite work well. I had speculated that these burners were not going to be real well for cooking because they're so close, and they are very so close. So any pan of any size is going to take up both burners. Also, this edge is very close to right here. So if you have I had my coffee pot on here. It's kind of a big footprint, and it wanted to kind of slide off the edge, so you have to watch that. Didn't particularly care for that feature. The 5-gallon tank, it works fine in the water pump, but 5 gallons isn't a lot of water, so you need to kind of watch that. The microwave, we went and bought popcorn just so we could try the microwave. We drove down the street about 20 miles, and when we went to put the popcorn in, we put the little glass tray. We've already put it away. There's a glass tray with a little round circle with wheels on it. Well, the wheels are too big, and it won't let these cams engage with the top of the glass tray, so it just sits there and kind of floats, and it doesn't spin. I will be calling the manufacturer or my dealer about that, because this microwave just doesn't work with the tray as it is. So let's move on. There was one casualty of the trip. When we went to get the popcorn down the street about 20 miles, I had a little strap-on mirror here that extended out about this far, and it broke loose. So there was one casualty, and look, there was a casualty even off my mirror right there. Okay, coming to the inside. As I was closing this blind right here, let me get my hand free. I went to release this tab, and it broke. So they have to be very gingerly with those. You know, I didn't even pull that hard. Maybe I was pulling the wrong direction. Nonetheless, it broke, so I'm not happy about that. There's a little corner piece right here, a little piece of the corner trim. It's difficult to see. There's where it is right there. That keeps falling off. I'm not happy about that. This corner one has fell off as well down here, which we did manage to get in and put there to stay on. Okay, another thing. While the TV works fine, it is pointed really high, so when you're lying down, the color is just bad because we're looking at a bad viewing angle. So we'll go ahead and I think I saw on one of the forums that it can be moved down. If I can move it down, I'm going to be contacting the manufacturer to see if we can get that thing resolved. It slept pretty well last night. I was comfortable, and it was reasonably warm in here. We did leave it vented, but we have plenty of covers. Although I did get up to make coffee this morning, and it was a little windy, and the wind would just not let that burner get hot enough, would not let the water get hot enough on the percolator. I ended up getting the water and making instant coffee instead of fresh brewed coffee. Other than that, I think things went largely pretty well. but this is not what you call the, there are things that do need improvement, which I don't know if all of them can actually be improved like the stove. Anyways, I'll make another video a little bit later. Thanks.